One day, treasure fell from the sky. It was a shiny hubcap. The rhino saw it and was delighted. He took it home with him. And he put it under his favorite cottonwood tree. As the summer went on, more treasure was found in the meadow, and he put it with the rest under the cottonwood. 3 brass animals, shiny buttons, even some screws and bolts. And best of all, a set of silverware he found in the meadow. And he put them all under this cottonwood tree because there was a beehive in the tree. And he knew the bees had protection in their stinging abilities.
Yay.
So it was safe there. One day, the rhino was in the meadow looking for more treasure, and Mischief was in the air. Mischief liked treasure even more than the rhino, and so he stole it and took it away with him. The rhino came back to his cottonwood tree and saw that the treasure was gone. And he was devastated. All he could do was lay in the grass and moan. His treasure was gone. He didn't know what to do. So he set out with a heavy heart and a heavy head to go find it. There were other creatures in the meadow, including the rabbit. And as the rhino was searching, he met the rabbit. He asked this rabbit if he had seen his treasure. The rabbit said no, but that he had treasure of his own that he would show the rhino. The rhino said okay, and they went on their way. Soon enough, they came to a beautiful, beautiful garden. There were squash and corn and chilies and even an eggplant. And we were in the garden. The rabbit picked a carrot plant and gave it to the rhino, wanting to show him his treasure. The rhino saw the carrot and said, I have no use for vegetables. I want my shiny, beautiful metal objects, everything I collected. So the rabbit went back into the garden and got a beet. And he gave it to the rhino. Once again, the rhino said, no, I want my treasure, not yours. So the rabbit, disheartened but willing to help, went on his way, and they searched all day long for the rhino's treasure. While they were gone, once again, Mischief was in the air. And he stole the vegetables. It was a disaster again. The rabbit came back to his beautiful garden and was speechless. His vegetables were gone. He spent all summer on them and they were gone. He didn't know what to do, so he left. For the winter was was arriving, and without food, things were getting grim. So, the rhino was searching, the rabbit was desperate, and winter was coming. The snow began to fall. The tree shed its leaves. And things began to turn cold. The rhino was so sad without his possessions that all he could do was lay in the grass. He had no food for the winter. He didn't know what to do, and he was getting weak. The snow came and covered the rhino. Slowly, he was buried in snow and freezing and starving. Things were desperate. Finally, the snow went away. After months of being buried in hibernation, it began to melt again. The grass grew and the tree gained its leaves. Flowers bloomed. But the rhino was so weak, he just lay in the grass, not knowing what to do. The rabbit was in desperate spirits as well. But it was spring. Things were growing. So, there was one person in the meadow who was ready for spring. One creature. That was the honeybee. The honeybee found the flowers, sucked the nectar, making its honey, bringing strength to the meadow. The bees left the hive with the sunshine and worked all day long, gaining honey. As the flowers bloomed, the honey was flowing, the bees were there. And as they flew, they noticed the rhino had not moved from its place in the grass. So, one day, the storm came. They saw the rhino. They took him away. And they brought him to a better place. To the hive. And they laid him in safety in his hive and waited for the queen. And waited for the queen. She came and she promised the rhino health and safety. And he waited for her return. She came back, bearing the sweetest treasure of all, the nectar of honey. She gave it to the rhino. Slowly, the rhino drank the honey and gained strength. Soon he could stand, and he finally left the hive. But he brought the rest of the honey with him. He went back to his meadow to find the rabbit.
Sure.
Forget about that. And offered him honey and told him that he was so sorry for not listening to him and not valuing his treasure as much as he had wanted his own. And the rabbit drank the honey, and they were both strong together. And soon they planted seeds under the cottonwood tree. And soon enough, a beautiful garden grew once again. And they were lucky. But after all, nothing is perfect. And mischief was in the air. Every night, he would steal a pumpkin, or a chili, or a corn. And their reserves for the winter were getting low, and they couldn't afford it this year. So the Rhino went to the queen bee once again and asked for her help. And she said she would not fail him, she would help. So they waited until night fell, and Mischief came back. He was in the garden, choosing his prey. The queen was ready. She had her secret weapon. So she flew into the air. Yes. Snuck up and Mischief. Stung him. And Mischief left the garden, never to return. Had made the sacrifice of a lifetime. She fell lifeless to the ground. But from then on, the Rhino and the rabbit had no problem surviving the winter, growing their own food from then until the end.